Welcome everyone. Today we will explore how to set up your project for success right from the start. This guide will help you to build a strong foundation for any project you take on. Before we begin, let me introduce our team. Our project manager, Joanna, Esther, script editor, and our two researchers, myself, Saranya, and Clarice. And we also have our video editor, Yuyan. We are group number 6 and we are excited to share our insights with you. First, what is a project? A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or a result. Every project moves through 4 phases of life cycle, starting from initiation, then planning, execution, and finally closure. And this is exactly why having a solid beginning is so important. Many projects don't fail at the end, they fail at the beginning. Without clarity and early direction, teams face confusion, miscommunication, and unnecessary delays. A strong start helps and avoid these challenges and sets the tone for the rest of the project. So why does a good start matter? There are 2 main reasons. First, establishing a clear foundation. At the start of the project, defining your objectives, scope, and deliverable is crucial. A clear foundation ensures everyone on the team understands the goal and is moving in the same direction. When expectations are clear early on, confusion minimized and later in the process. Second, managing risk and stakeholders. Early planning helps identifying risk before they become real problems. It allows the team to prepare strategies, allocate resources, and avoid surprises. In addition, engaging stakeholders from the very beginning helps to reduce conflicts. When stakeholders understand the plan and agree on expectation, collaborations become much smoother. A successful project often begins long before the first task is completed. It begins with thoughtful preparation and clear communication. With this strong foundation, every phase that follows becomes manageable and more effective.
Setting your project for success can be done in 10 steps. The first step is in clearly defining your project goals using SMART framework. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, which can serve as one's guide during goal setting. Document these goals in simple language and include them in your project charter for easy reference. The second step is to engage key stakeholders early on in project. Once stakeholders have been identified, the stakeholder analysis prioritization matrix can be utilized where one can determine which stakeholders can be ranked in terms of their power and interest. In this manner, you can identify the stakeholder to be prioritized. It is important to understand their expectations and to have a clear alignment on these. Setting up communication channels after can retain in maintaining their interest and keeping them updated on the project's progress. Early engagement secures commitment and reduces potential conflicts. The third step is to create a strong project plan. This entails defining the scope, timelines, deliverables, budget, and resource for the project. Tools such as Project Board or Kanban board can help in visualizing this task and its deliverables. Joint charts can aid in setting timelines and task dependencies to ensure tracking of the project progress in relation to its milestones. Step 4 involves breaking the project into manageable tasks using a work breakdown structure, or WBS. Having a WBS ensures that all tasks are clearly identified. This can make identified task sequence easier, along with determining the dependency or dependencies of each task. This can also help in resource allocation. Breaking a project into manageable tasks, improving clarity, accuracy, and coordinations, which makes the works easier to plan, check, and complete.
Now we are at step 5. We're halfway through. So, the 5th step is creating an ideal project team. At the early stage of the project, it's important to identify exact expertise required, whether that's clinical knowledge, technical skills, data analysis, project coordination, or stakeholder engagement. Once the needs are clear, select team members who bring diverse strengths and perspectives to the table. Clearly define each person's role so everyone understands their responsibilities and how they contribute to the bigger picture. Delegating tasks early helps prevent overlap, confusion, and delays later. Finally, establish communication expectations, such as how updates will be shared, who handles approvals, and what the escalation process will look like. A well-structured team with defined roles and open communication helps ensure a balanced workload, strong collaboration, and smoother project progression. Now we're at step 6. So the 6th step is establishing clear communication across the entire project team. Consistent communication keeps everyone informed, aligned, and engaged. Setting clear and regular check-ins, whether weekly or bi-weekly, allows the team to review project progress, surface any challenges, and realign priorities if needed. Progress reports can be used to summarize completed milestones, outline upcoming tasks, and highlight potential risks that may affect timeliness or resources. Using digital tools such as Slack, Microsoft Teams, or even shared project management platforms like Trello or Asana can support quick updates, document sharing, and task tracking. It is also essential to define a clear decision-making hierarchy. Knowing who approves what and when prevents the bottlenecks and ensures timely resolution of issues. Overall, consistent and transparent communication helps the project stay on schedule and reduces the likelihood of miscommunication or conflict. Step 7 involves conducting a thorough risk assessment. This begins with brainstorming all potential risks such as resource shortages, technical challenges, stakeholder resistance, or timeline delays. For each identified risk, the team should develop a response strategy, whether that's mitigation, contingency planning, or monitoring. All risks must be documented, including those discovered later in the project. Tracking them over time allows a team to see how risks evolve and ensure nothing is being overlooked. These documented risks can also be added to the project's lessons learned, contributing to improved planning for future initiatives. By proactively identifying uncertainties and preparing appropriate responses, the project team can minimize unexpected issues and maintain a smoother execution throughout the project lifecycle.
Now we're in step 8, setting up your tools and systems. Setting up tools and systems is essential for successful project execution because they create structure, clarity, and consistency throughout the entire process. Choosing the appropriate tools early, especially for planning and communicating, sets the foundation for how the entire project will operate. When teams have clear systems and have the right tools from the beginning, they can align quickly, avoid confusion, and work more efficiently throughout the project cycle. Step 9. Define your success metrics. It is critical to define the success metrics of a project because it provides a clear and measurable way to determine whether the project is achieving its goals. Quality standards ensure that project deliverables are met every time by establishing clear expectations for accuracy, consistency, and performance. Evaluation methods can be used to identify what is working for the project and what improvements are needed. KPIs provide quantitative evidence of how well a project or process is performing. They ensure that team efforts are aligned with the organization's objectives, and they encourage continuous goal achievements. Milestones can be used to monitor progress, track deadlines, and ensure that key objectives are met on time. Step 10. Hold a project kickoff meeting. The project kickoff meeting is the very first official gathering of the project team and key stakeholders. It marks the true beginning of project planning and sets the stage for how the team will work together moving forward. The main purpose of the kickoff meeting is alignment, to ensure that everyone involved has a shared understanding of the project's objectives, scope, timeline, and individual responsibilities. When people know what is expected of them and how their work fits into the bigger picture, the team becomes more focused and more confident. A well-run kickoff meeting accomplishes several important things. It clarifies the project vision and goals, defines scope and deliverables, introduces roles and responsibilities, reviews the timeline and milestones, establishes communication plan, and builds team connection and trust.
A strong start is important in planning because it sets the foundation for the entire project. So what are some best practices for a strong start? First, document everything, as this will be the backbone of successful execution. Second, keep the scope realistic. This shall be the guardrail that will keep the project on track. Third, ask questions early, as this will save weeks of correction later on. Remember that early curiosity protects project clarity, so encourage all teams to speak up if any point is unclear. Fourth, ensure that everyone understands the plan. This is in relation to the previous point, and it is vital that everyone is on the same page. And lastly, review before execution. This quality check can avoid issues in the long run. Here are some common pitfalls to avoid, such as undefined goals, where project starts without clear, measurable, universally understood objectives. Lack of stakeholder alignment, where each stakeholder can have different expectations on the project. It is vital then to have clear alignment prior project execution, as this will make the project flow smoothly. Scope creep can result to uncontrolled expansion of the deliverables without adjusting resources or timelines, so ensure to guard your boundaries. Poor communication happens when information is not flowing clearly, consistently, or to the right people. Good communication keeps the entire team rowing in the same direction. And lastly, lack of risk planning can result to potential problems being never identified or planned for until they become crisis. Ensure risk assessment is done to address this head-on. So to summarize, remember these points. Define the goals, align with stakeholders, create a strong plan, break the tasks down, communicate clearly, manage the risks, use the right tools, and hold a kickoff meeting. With these in mind, it can truly set up your project for success right from the start. And this ends our presentation. We hope that these tips can aid in your project's success.